And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio. Getting the lasers ready to go as best that we can here. We're missing titanium, and I know that's way up here. I'm going to need to bring it over. For some reason, I have an odd number of belt. I think I know why. I left that in my inventory, or my request, so it continually requested them. So let's bring titanium down, and we are going to bring it right here. Right next to, so that's copper, one more down, and that should do just fine. All the way down and in. Oh, too many. And let's see, titanium is right here. Yep. Just like that. Titanium is on its way. Now, I know the next level are going to use these super batteries. They're also going to use diamonds, nitinol, and electronic processing boards. The nitinol is going to have to be brought in with the bots. However, everything else can be brought in with the bus. So there's quite a lot of material here. Let's do diamonds first, since they are really easy. We can just do diamonds right there. I do want to skip as much of this as I can. Oh, I get stuck on the belt. Let's bring diamonds down right here. Didn't use rubies at all. Rubies, you mine more rubies than anything, and you don't even use them. It's unfortunate. Give myself a use for them, at least. Okay, diamonds are taken care of. Let's hook this last one up. Should start crafting. All right, so now we just need the blue circuits and the silver zinc batteries. Oh my god, another train. Unbelievable. Okay, so we're going to go right next to the diamonds, and we're going to have to come down from the top this time. And I don't really mind that these are staggered anymore. It's going to be messy no matter what you do. Yeah, train, we know you exist. So I actually want to go out like this. Skip all of that. And in like that. I can actually produce these batteries pretty fast. It's the other ingredients that run out fast. It's like these silver oxides run out pretty fast, and it's pretty crazy how fast these batteries can produce. So the blue boards are the last item, and I think I'm going to have to move those basically right next to where I have the greens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go right next to the greens, like right here. And that is unfortunate. Let's put one there too. There we go. First blue circuit use after crafting, after getting them crafted. All right, so with this, I'm gonna have to do something funky here. Go around there, go around there. And this can go down and through, just like that. And blue circuits are on the way. So now we've got batteries, we've got diamonds, we've got circuits. Blue circuits should appear. And we want the output chest. We want like 4 of these. No, let's do 2. I think they stack to 50. So by default, these do 344 laser, and they have a range of 35. I don't know what that 1,000 range is. I don't think that's 1,000. I think it's a 35 range. Pretty good range and everything. So these will craft. I do want to start researching the laser turret upgrades. So shooting speed and damage. We should be able to knock out a few of these researches pretty fast. And these are going to take a while to craft. So we need to figure out something else to do before then. So laser turret damage upgrade. So that 333 or 344, now we're at 34.4 plus. So that was 10%, obviously. So these are going to be doing a lot of damage by the time they're done. And that's the whole point. I didn't want to... I wanted to place a few, like a little cluster of 4, using a blueprint, get some range out, and just clean it up out there. I am going to need a crafting system for... basically power poles, so I can use those in a blueprint. I also need some Mark IV. Let's see, where would those be? Oh, there it is. Modular roboport, Mark IV. So I'm going to need some of these. It's going to be a little crazy to auto-craft these. Let's go to where we're crafting our antennas and stuff. I want to put up a chest, even though it'll consume basically all of our white circuits. Every time I take one of these out, it just consumes everything. So I'm going to need these parts to build, to auto-craft the roboports. So I'm going to need to grab a set from all of these, but I don't want many. 1 is fine. Just like that. These all should be good. So out. And now that those are done, I can actually add to this. I'm going to add them right like that. These are going to be the level 4 stuff. So these are going to be level 4 antennas, level 4 charging pad, and level 4... where would it be? There it is. That's 2. There's 4 right there. Level 4. Excellent. So I'm going to get rid of this one first. Get a couple more of these going. So yeah, these are going to be nickel, gold, gilded wire. Yeah, a lot of components in these. I still am going to want a chest for these. Should still be limited. So all of those things, I'm going to copy and paste the request. I'm just going to request just a few. I don't want a whole bunch. And these are going to be silver zinc batteries and nitinol. These are pretty advanced. I don't even know if I'm putting silver. I am putting silver zinc batteries in the system. Excellent. So I do want a chest of just a couple of these. I'm going to make this in a requester chest, and I'm going to request the Mark IIIs. That way, these will all get up converted, and these also need a little bit of nitinol. So let's request some nitinol. There we go. So now this should upgrade all the ones that are in here. And then I can change this over to a long-handed inserter once these are all upgraded. Not a problem. Or just keep the request and put a smart inserter on here. That is also an option with a wire connection. I'm pretty sure I still have some wire on me. I do have a green wire. And let's see, these are the Mark IIIs. So circuit network, when they equal 0, and they are the Mark III. So that connects that up. When this runs out, this will pull them instead of just pulling them willy-nilly. So yeah, this is using, pretty much all of our material. Our circuit boards can't keep up with that much demand. So let's see how our laser turrets are doing. 27 of them so far. Awesome. So the shooting speed actually makes them do even more damage because they can do it faster. So now we're at 68.8. Shooting speed is 3 per second. The second this gets done, we should see that bump up, 3.06. So, as these shooting speeds, as we bump these up, these can go pretty high. And they get pretty expensive, the researches do. And we are out of blue circuits. Yep. I knew that was going to happen as soon as we started using them. The only other component that goes into those roboports are the hatch doors. So the hatch doors are a fairly straightforward process. Using some raw materials, which we have more raw materials than we do circuits. So I'm just going to go down here and we're just going to build them. We need 4 assemblers. And we can just put them right over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't think they use the previous levels. Nope, they don't. So 1 in. Like that, and 1 out. And these are going to be also limited, severely limited to 1. Because the roboports, I think, only take 1 hatch. Yeah, 1 hatch door. So we don't need a whole lot of them. We actually don't need the Mark IIs. Because the Mark 1 roboport doesn't actually use doesn't actually use the hatch system. So I'm going to get rid of that one. So Mark IIs. So yeah, we don't need the Mark I hatch. So the Mark II hatch, Mark III hatch, and the Mark IV hatch. These all should be in the system. Yep. Yep. And looks like my no. Oh, there it is. Okay. These should be limited. Now it's just a matter of hooking them up. And I think they produce pretty fast. Yeah, 1 second. Not bad. So yeah, I wanted these to fill up. That way everything can back up. And looks like my titanium. No, my steel. Yeah, I'm probably using every ounce of steel in my system right now. Yeah, my steel is way over here. It's pretty much empty. Just to be expected on how much steel we actually are consuming. But these shouldn't stack too high. So it looks like they stack to 10, which is good. I don't want them stacking too high. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. They don't stack to 10. They stack to 100. Are you serious? Oh, Lord, they stack to 100. That's not good. That's going to take a lot of steel. 20 steel bearings, 20 steel gears, and 15 plates. So that's 20, 40, probably 50 steel for every single one of these. That's a lot of steel. Same with titanium and same with the nitinol. I mean, that's a lot of material for each one of those. I should have just put a limit on there, because I don't need those stacking to 100. So I'm just going to replace these, and we are going to do a less than 10, and the Mark II hatch doors. Okay. And we're going to copy and paste, and then we're going to change the item. Mark III, Mark IV. So that way we're not just consuming material for no reason. And over here, we need to store some of these components. Now that we're caught up, blue circuits probably aren't even close to catching up. It looks like diamonds, we're using quite a few diamonds because of our lasers. Sapphires, emeralds, topaz, and diamonds looks like they are going down pretty fast. So these are limited. I want to make sure these are limited, and then we can just add these. Once we have them, we have them. All right, now for the roboports. But that'll have to wait till the next episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.